You are now tuned into the Panther Nation podcast.
All right, man. This was a day that we knew that was coming, guys. This was a day that we knew that was coming. We are now officially in chaos when it comes to the Rona. This is where this separates the great fantasy managers from the suspect ones. You got to be paying attention now. You have to be paying attention at this point because of the fact of what happened with Cam Newton, the fact that the Patriots and Chiefs game almost got postponed past week 4. We just recently got reports that the game is going to happen on Monday night at 7 p.m. We also know that the Falcons-Packers game, the original Monday Night Football game, is not going to kick off until 8:50. So Patriots-Chiefs 7:05, Packers-Falcons 8:50. So we got a doubleheader with a little intertwining in between. For daily fantasy, that means that Patriots-Chiefs is out the main slate, but that's fine. Not Patriots. Yeah, I've said it right. Patriots-Chiefs is out the main slate. But I'm going to go check the inactives in about a minute for all the kickoffs that's at 1 o'clock. So let's get to your questions. But yeah, Slam, like you said, man, it has begun. The chaos has ensued. It is not going to get better here. So we're going to be dealing with this for the remainder of the season. And I saw some of the precautions and the rules of getting folks eligible to play. It looks like normally there's a 14-day. They tell us 14 days. NFL is doing 10. So you just got to keep that in mind as well. So it's possible that Cam Newton might be out for week 5 as well. Singletary or Mike Davis in the flex. That's tough, but I'm taking Mike Davis today. If it's PPR, it's definitely Mike Davis. I think Mike Davis is RB2 today. He's going to get all the work. He's going to get at least 20 touches. And that's all you can ask for in a fantasy running back. Whereas while Singletary might have, so what? But it's about the volume. Antonio Gibson over Josh Kelly. It's about the volume because, you can if you want to roll with Singletary, that's fine. But I'm thinking about the volume, right? So Singletary, and have we got official word that Zach Moss is out? Because if he's in, it's clear then, right? But I don't think you're going to get that before 4 o'clock. So, because Zach Moss is still questionable, but the fact that you still have Josh Allen, Josh Allen's probably going to put in the work, going to do his part as well. So, I'm still rolling with Mike Davis. And this is no bias. It's more about the fact that he's going to get all the work. Singletary's a sleeper in daily fantasy, though. He's absolutely a sleeper in daily fantasy. But yeah, Gibson and Josh Kelly is easily Gibson. Now, granted, Gibson's got a terrible matchup today, but all you need him to do is just fall into the end zone once and you'll get your payoff. So my thoughts on Patriots-Chiefs, I'm just going to be as clear as I can. If you have Patriots-Chiefs, you need to go ahead and play them. If you're still nervous, pick somebody up from the Packers-Falcons game to slide in if need be. David Montgomery, Jeff Wilson, or AJ Green for the flex. Montgomery does have a tough matchup today, but he's going to get the volume. I'm taking Montgomery reluctantly. I'm playing Montgomery today in a couple leagues, so. DJ Diggs, Metcalf, Evans, Scary Terry. I need 3. The first, Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs. And you know what, man? DJ Moore. It's real close between Moore and Metcalf for me. Yeah, Jared Goff's been playing as a QB1 anyway, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. I'm taking Gaskins over Jeff Wilson. Nah, man. I think a lot of folks haven't been taking the coronavirus seriously, and now we're seeing it come ahead. It's starting to impact fantasy lineups. It's starting to impact at the freaking White House level. Like, it is what it is at this point. We just got to live with it. We have to just take the proper precautions. We need to do our part. Nah, man, I pulled up in one of the leagues that I'm in. Almost 70% of my bench is out, either because of coronavirus or they're injured. So on top of having to deal with injuries in fantasy, now you got to deal with coronavirus. I pray for you if you got Higgins as wide receiver too. Cobb or Lamb for flex? Give me Lamb. Goff or Burrow? Give me Goff. But it's pretty close. Burrow's a top 10 play too. I mean, that's a good situation to be in. But yeah, man, this has been crazy. Like, I think the Saints situation scared me more than anything else because I play a lot of daily fantasy. So for me, I'm heavy Kamara this week. I mean, 50-50, bro. Because I think what the big weakness that the NFL is failing to realize is that they don't understand. I need to cut my gains down a bit. They don't understand that this situation takes longer than a couple of days to get up, to clear up. Like, the incubation period is 14 days. There's a level of contagion that lasts 2 to 3 days prior to you finally getting symptoms if you get symptoms. So when you take all those things into account, I don't think the NFL is factoring in a lot of that stuff. Yeah, I might be leaning towards agreeing with you, man. I don't know. He might not have it because we know that the rapid tests they do have a lot of false positives in the Abbott rapid test. I mean, it's the same test that they were using in the White House too. So when you take that into account, the rapid tests aren't as accurate, but that's the only thing that we have that's pretty quick. Yeah, I mean they're very janky to say the least, but that's all you like to get something that's going to rapidly turn around quickly. That's what you got. Devontae Adams or Robbie Anderson. There's no question if Devontae Adams is playing, you got to play Devontae. So you gotta, so when you take that into account, I mean, it's about being cautious. The right way is to do the test the right way is to do the proper test. But the problem with that is it takes 2 days. It takes 2 days to get a reading. But you'll know whether or not the person has it. So, you gotta take that into account. I mean, it's tough, man. Like, you knew the NFL was going to have issues when it was about the bubble. And the crazy thing is, they asked Cam Newton if he was going out and checking out the scenery in the Providence, Boston area. And he said, nah, he hasn't had time because Bill's been keeping him busy enough, so he's been in the facilities a lot. So when you take that into account, like if he truly hasn't been going out like that and he still caught it, I mean, you can still catch this even if you gotta always be on alert and keep the precautions up. And I think as a country we're laying off a bit. We're going out a little bit more. I know I have. I'll be lying if I didn't say I'm not. Like, but we're doing more now. Like, we're not as precautious as we were at the beginning of this. And then some people can question whether or not we were precautious at the beginning of this. So when you take all that into account, we're not taking all the proper precautions that we need to do as a country, in my opinion. I think people are making efforts. But I think it needs to be better than what it is. I've been out in these COVID streets, man. I see how cats are. Yeah, King and Drake. You should be playing King and Drake everywhere you have them. If you can play King and Drake twice, you should play King and Drake twice. I'm keeping Le'Veon, man. I got Le'Veon on one of my teams. I'm keeping him. Because you ain't going to be able to trade him for anything. But the one league that I have Le'Veon Bell, they might refund us our money. The commissioner's starting to think whether or not he wants to deal with this long term. I mean, part of the reason why I made the decision to not be the commissioner in any money leagues is because I did not want to be dealing with that type of headache. I had no interest in dealing with handing other people's money, and then on top of that, having to deal with debates of that. I'm not going to be live today. I got kids coming. I got kids coming in my house. So I'm going to be probably watching the game in and out. I'm hoping to watch the whole game, but we'll see. I mean, who you got, man? Every league's different. I mean, if Renfro's out there, that's an option right now. Renfro, Miller, Tate, I need two. Renfro for sure. And let's do Miller. Should I try to trade CMC? If so, what do you think his value is? Oh, you do not get less than what he's worth. You should be getting back at least an RB1 and maybe in a wide receiver one back. Minimum. So you should be getting back a top 10 to 15 running back and a top 10 to 15 wide receiver. Preferably somebody in the top. One of them definitely has to be top 10. Preferably top 5. CMC is still CMC, folks. It's better if you're trying to trade for him and try to go after a desperate owner. Because right now the value is not going to be as good for CMC. Folks aren't going to be willing to give out that type of value, but you do not give CMC out for free. What you probably need to be doing if you don't have him is try to get Mike Davis. You need to try to go after Mike Davis. Don't overspend, obviously, because they're going to try to go after you because they see you have CMC, but you need to try to figure out a way to get Mike Davis. Give me some players, Alpha Wolf. I mean, Renfro might be out there. T. Higgins might be out there. I'm just naming folks. I don't know what your just things looking like. Eckler and Drake. I would make that trade. I would, but dude, like that means your wide receivers better be fire if you're not trying to get a high end wide receiver out of it. But the thing is, I mean, how wrecked are your team with injuries? Like, if you're just taking a couple of losses, it's not that bad, man. Like, you can start 0-3, 0-4 and still win a championship. Renfro is out. He ain't playing today? Oh, I need to pull up my freaking, I need to pull it up anyway. Oh, I know why they did that. Okay, I got to do that later. Let me see. Let's see what we're looking like. All right, let's see. Roto. All right, let's see. I didn't think Renfro was out. Oh, someone snatched it. Yeah, don't be scaring me like that, man. I got 350 lineups I would have to break down through. And I only got an hour, almost an hour left. Don't be doing that. Don't be scaring me. I mean, Higgins is... But name other players that are out in your wire. Who do I start, Teddy or Kyler? Is that a question? Kyler. It's not even close. Kyler Murray. Teddy Bridgewater is top 20. Kyler is top 5. Let's be realistic about the situation here. I like Mike Gesicki a lot today, man.
I've been up since 9, but my body has not.
I mean, you should try to ask for more if you can for Eckler and Drake. I mean, Eckler and Drake is fine, but, you know. I mean, you could pick Greg Ward up, especially if you don't trust Alshon Jeffrey isn't going to be any good. Who would you start? Nick Mullins, Baker Mayfield, or Fitzmagic? I like Baker Mayfield or Fitzmagic. Baker Mayfield's going to have to sling it today to keep up with Dallas. Fitzmagic also is going to have to sling it today to keep up with Seattle. I wouldn't play Nick Mullins. So flip a coin between Mayfield or Fitzmagic. Tate's out there. You can pick up Tate. You can pick up Lamb. I mean, you got options. Out of that group, I probably would roll with Lamb. Long term, Lamb might be more helpful for you long term, season long wise. But truth be told, you don't, you know. Greg Ward or Justin Jefferson? I like Justin Jefferson. Coon's inactive, huh? Let me pull up the inactive and let you guys know what's going on with that game right now. No surprises, really. No surprises. No surprises. Blake Bortles is inactive, if y'all care about that. Let's see. Jared Cook is out, but I think they mentioned that prior. Everybody knows Michael Thomas is out. Let's see here. It's official. Well, we know that Godwin's out, Fournette's out. Nothing surprising. Nothing surprising. Yeah, Okung. I mean, Okun's Okung at this point, man. I'm gonna ask the Panther Nation a question, since I know a lot of you guys watch the podcast as well. If they cancel the season tomorrow, would y'all panic? Because we wouldn't be in the top 10 of draft picks if that's the case. Matter of fact, we would be like 12, I believe, if I remember correctly. Would y'all panic? Because I know some of you guys were talking about tank for Trevor, so. Just a question. Galladay or Gallup? Give me Galladay today. Man, I don't think they're gonna try to. I don't think they're gonna cancel the season to stop the season, but because I guess I read in the CBA if they cancel the season, they got to pay everybody's full salaries, which means they're gonna play. They're playing. Don't fret. They're playing. Even if the Super Bowl has replacement players, they playing this season. They are absolutely playing this season. Any more fantasy questions? If not, I'm gonna hang this one up early because I got a lot of lineups to still go through between now and 1 o'clock. Yeah, well, Hunt's gonna be available today, so we're gonna see how it goes today. It'll be interesting to see how the running backs how the Browns running backs go today. Wilson Jr. shouldn't be an RB1. I just want you to know that. I mean, if Kittle's available, it's Kittle. Kittle's the answer if he's playing. All right, let's see here. Make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, subscribe to the channel. Rashad's going live at 12:30. I might pop in occasionally, maybe in the chat or something. And then we do our show every Monday at 8:30 p.m. We go live on Monday to talk about how the game went against the Cardinals and the Panthers. So you should be starting Drake. Drake should have a great day against us today, against Carolina. We still don't know how to stop the run, folks. And like I said on the show last week, I am streaming whatever running back that's playing Carolina, I am playing him in daily. I am streaming. I will tell you my strategy. If I have that running back, I'm playing him. I don't care who he is. Chubb's been killing it. I mean, you got to play Chubb. You got to play Drake. I mean, you can put Wilson in the flex. You got Keenan Allen. So, yeah. Okay. Any more questions, folks? All right, I'm about to shut her down. I just heard a bunch of kids walking in my house, so I gotta go upstairs and be a parent for a little while. Last call for questions. Thanks, Miko. Christian Kirk is active. If you feel jumpy. Russell Gage for Jared. Russell Gage or Hunter Renfrow. Renfrow, because I think Ridley and Julio's going to play him on Monday. Will Fuller or Robert Woods. In the flex. Give me Fuller. Reluctantly. Because I like Woods a lot today, man. I like Woods a lot today. McCaffrey's not coming back this week. He's going to be on IR. He's got to be on IR for at least 3, and a high ankle strain takes 4 to 6 weeks. So he's coming back, but he ain't gonna come back till he's 100%. But well, we wouldn't get smoked regardless. I'm more worried about the run game, truth be told. Dante Jackson hasn't been playing too bad, but we're going to see how he does against DeAndre Hopkins today. But the projections doesn't seem like they think that Dante Jackson is worth the hype. As Rashad has been saying over the past week and a half, and a lot of folks have been denying, McCaffrey is very replaceable. Not saying he's not talented. He's the best running back in the league. But the way that we utilize him, he can the next, like Mike Davis isn't McCaffrey. I'm going to be clear there. But Mike Davis will still get you 8 catches. Mike Davis can still do 15 carries. So we should be good there. But all right. I'm going to give myself 3 minutes. The ones I'm worried about is Hopkins and Kurt. Nah, he's the best, man. Don't do that. I'm not allowing that. Don't do that, Slim. He's the best running back in the league. He is. It's not debatable. All right. No, I mean, like, most folks would. I mean, we can say, all right, it's between him, Barkley, and Zeke. Those are the 3. But man, everybody gets hurt. Wilson or Fitz? Wilson Jr.? Wilson. There's a lot of folks that will disagree with you, Slim. There's a lot of folks that will disagree with you there. A lot of folks. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. You can follow me on Twitter at ChampD1012. You can follow the podcast at Panther Nation PC. We're on Facebook at Panther Nation Podcast. We're here on YouTube where you are. If you haven't done it already, subscribe, like the videos. Rashad does shorts. I do long form. We do a podcast on Mondays. And I will talk to you guys on Monday. I might make an appearance today. We shall see during the live stream. But Rashad's live streaming at 12:30. So please go ahead and join him. Because he's going to be probably antsy. Because this should be a good game, believe it or not. I think this game between us and the Cardinals should be a really good game. And I will talk to you guys. Later. And y'all have a good day. And happy Sunday. Don't get the Rona. And hopefully your players don't get it either. Have a good one.